to try and record without. Okay.
Okay, now you're recording. Cool.
Okay.
All right. Hopefully. Hey, hello everyone. Welcome. We're doing a live kind of but a session for people that they can witness. So yeah, we'll be going into this with our lovely friend Julia. So yeah. Where do you want to start? And can I send a healing clearing and can I tune?
Let's do the clearing first.
So yeah, go ahead and talk about what you wanted to go into.
Yeah, I want to have a look at some areas where I've lived in the past and see what happened when I was there that I'm not aware of. Because I still have some locations where I get pulled into those in dream time a lot. And there's two different locations in Australia where I lived, which were really like close to abattoirs. And I think there's a network around these meatwork factories, which sounds a bit weird, but that's really come to me today. And then when we did a remote one on one of your lives recently, you were talking about Washington, D.C., and I'm really drawn to the Washington Monument, and I want to know a bit more about that as well. And Cornwall is another one for me. When you were talking to John yesterday, I've had holidays down there when I was a teenager, and I think something happened. So I just want to see what we can get.
Okay. Ask you some questions too, and then we can go into map kind of thing. So in Australia?
Yeah, so the closest town is Tamworth in New South Wales. There's a small place called Wingham. And I don't know why I actually found this place where I'd stayed for a few nights. So zoom in above Sydney.
Okay.
So we're not far off the coast.
If you want, do you want to share your screen and show me?
I'm not sure I'll be able to. I can try. Hold on.
Yeah, bring up Google Maps and then tell me when you got it.
So I've already got my map set.
Okay, go ahead.
So this area here, I was doing conservation volunteers and we traveled.
Not showing me your maps, saying double
Yeah.
click to enter full screen mode.
Okay, hold on. It's just really slow. Can you see that now?
Nope. There, let's try exiting out of it and doing it again.
Hold on. Give it a sec. Can you see that now?
Okay, now I can see it. You put it on topographical?
How do I do that?
Yeah.
Which one?
Press, yeah.
Like that? No.
Well,
I've
it
got a
would be
few
in the
options on here.
green. Well, that's okay, I guess. Okay.
Okay. So this area here, so we're in between Sydney and some other places, and I stayed opposite this abattoir in this showground. And I just remember that something happened there, and I don't know what it was. And I get called into dreams, and it feels, see that showground, and it feels really multidimensional, that place. And we were working in a national park or something. I don't know where we were, but there's something about this area here, something about that abattoir.
Okay, now you can click on topographical in the corner again.
This one?
Yeah, just click it. No, you double click on Same. No,
Sorry.
you exit out of that. You click on the same square that you entered into that. Yeah, just click on that. Okay, there you go.
Okay. Is
Cool.
that better?
Continue. Your turn.
Say that again.
Go ahead.
Yeah, so there's something here. I don't know what it is. I think it's a network. The dreams that I've had in the last, it's been like 20 years since I've been there, but I've had a lot of dreams and I've always been, it feels a bit like pulled into a reverse world or something. Because we were sleeping on these tables in the showground and I've had dreams where it's been like underwater and stuff. It's been a really weird. And I
And you
found
used
it because I remembered the abattoir was there. That's why I found it. I don't remember going in the abattoir, but I remember it being really present. And
you say you lived here?
only for like a week, I was doing volunteer work. And we were working in the bush. So I was in Australia for 6 weeks doing this volunteer project, and then I lived out there for a year. But I don't know, there's something about this one that ruined. So we were working in nature reserves and things nearby. I don't know. It makes me feel really anxious when I look at it on the map. There's a few different locations on the east coast in Australia. And then there was a situation where I was meant to be going, we started in Brisbane, and I was meant to be going north. And I was determined I was going to go north. I've been talking about going north for 6 weeks. And then suddenly there was an opportunity to go south. And it's like I had to take that opportunity to go to Sydney. So something else kicked in, and everyone's like, "What do you mean you're going to Sydney?" I was like, "No, I've got to do it. I've got to go." And it was to come to this place here. So they changed the plan, and I ended up coming to this place instead of going north.
Okay.
It's a bit weird, right? But that's not the only abattoir that I've been near in Australia. I actually worked in one in South Australia for 3 months. So that makes me think there's some kind of link between these meatworks, these meat processing plants, and I don't know, the programs. Because I was meant to be going north, but instead I went there and I went to Port Macquarie as well. I've got weird memories of this place as well. I think I've got missing time in Port Macquarie for sure.
What
So
age is this?
say that again.
What age are you?
I'm 49.
No, I mean like then.
Oh, then I was like 24, 25 when I was out there. So it's like, it's a while back. But I still have dreams about these places, and they're really active, really vivid, really scary.
What makes them scary?
Just the things that are going on there. There's like mainly that one, mainly that Wingham one. I've had dreams where it just feels like I'm going through walls, I'm going through water, and I don't know, something else is going on there.
Okay.
So the other one was more north where Australia Zoo is. And something happened there, but I don't know what. And when I have dreams about it, it's there's like these old creepy buildings and fires. Not sure I'll be able to find it now. But I don't
How
know.
old were you when you visited the Australian Zoo?
Yeah, it was the same few months. So I was in a program and we started in Brisbane and we worked. So I think we were just a bit north of Brisbane for Australia Zoo. And I can't see where it is now, but yeah, it was on this same program. So that was the start of my traveling. So I did 6 weeks on this volunteer program. And then after that, I flew to Perth and I did a year in Australia altogether. But I feel like something else was going on out there now. And then I wanted to know, do you think that I actually went to Pine Gap?
Pine Gap?
Yeah. You know, in Alice Springs, where they've got the military base over here.
Heard of Alice Springs.
Mm. So they've got underground base here, but I know they also have underground base in Sydney around the Blue Mountains because I remember Indigo Angel did a grid work mission on it a couple of years ago, and I remember getting images coming through. So there's a lot of underground stuff here. I'm not great with Australia, but I know there's definitely some DUMs there.
Okay. Yeah, I'll read into some stuff for you
Thank
for
you.
what I read on that.
Okay.
But I'm gonna read into it in like in kind of an order. Do you experience targeting or anything?
Yes.
Okay, what
Mainly, most of the time it's pain at nighttime, pain in the body. So I get V2K. Generally, at times throughout the day, there'll be things. I've had black helicopters over the house in the last 2 months. I've had when I had that bird experience where all the big seagulls were flying around outside and they hit something that was invisible. And I saw that, and then I could see in my mind it was something square that was cloaked. And but yeah, the last year has been a bit crazy, but I just feel like it's always a bit crazy. Generally, mind confusion, but I don't sleep. I get targeted at nighttime mainly with pain in the body, ankles, lower back, right side body. Sometimes I get hit with weapons when I'm out.
when you hit with the weapons, is it mostly pain or any other
Yeah,
symptoms?
it's pain. They kind of target my lower legs. Um,
Thanks. Do you have any now?
Today I'm not so bad, but my blood pressure's really, really high, and it's been consistently high for like 2 weeks. And I've been monitoring it, and it's not going down my medication. So I'm on two different heart meds to try and even things out. I've been getting different levels of voices coming through in the last week, so which are definitely not mine. And so I have a lot of like the ACIO confirmed that I'm tuned into my clones quite a lot. So I'm getting energy drains from the clones because there's such a high number of them. There's a lot more than what you originally told me, or what you were allowed to tell me a couple of months back. There's a lot more, like 25 million. Um, so yeah, so I daydream off into the clones throughout the day. Um, I did see a map recently of clone locations, and they're literally on every continent.
Okay. Um,
Yeah.
and uh, when did targeting start in your life?
That's the thing. I don't know because I have always had a really just normal life for me. So I don't know. There wasn't one thing. In my 20s, before I went traveling, there were moments when I thought um, that something was happening to me at nighttime because I felt like I was trapped in a dungeon at nighttime. And I remember confiding in somebody at work thinking, I think I'm possessed by a demon or something. And but I was living near London at the time, so I think maybe it was like an altar would take over. Because I have very clear memories of being trapped somewhere in that dream state, somewhere cold and dark and wet.
Okay.
Just the usual stuff,
Yeah, feel
right?
free to bring things up to me. I'll like ask you some more stuff. Kind of go on. I'm gonna go back to the map too.
Shall I stop sharing or?
Yeah, well, I already did. You see my map?
Let me stop my share.
You see my map now?
Hold on. Yes.
Okay, let's see. Gonna
So I
go
did a
from
lot of Australia in my travels, but I never went north. I never
okay,
did the north, which is what I'd originally planned to do, which is so bizarre.
I'm just gonna take care of your targeting first,
Thank you.
because it's the most important. I'm gonna see what each thing is, and then we're gonna hone in on Australia's stuff
Okay.
that's targeting you the most, and then
Yeah.
uh, we'll look into your clones and stuff. Yeah, so yeah, some targeting. Let's see what the most of it is.
I've had it confirmed that one of my handlers is a clone of me.
Yeah, they'll program. I mean, the alters or like sometimes it'll be our own clone, but they'd have to be really mind controlled and not aware of it.
Yeah.
But that makes it easy to resolve. Yeah, where are you living at age 5?
Yeah, I was where I am now, just a bit further down the road.
So in Australia?
No, in the UK.
Okay, so you're in the UK right now.
Yep.
Okay.
So there
Um,
is, I sent you a map coordinate a while back for that shipping yard near me. I've had that confirmed that that is some kind of base used in the programs. Um, and it's literally like 500 meters from where I am right now. I can see it out my window.
okay. Um, I'm just gonna tell you what I tune into because I don't
Okay.
make things up. Let's see. It's 90. We're going from first targeting most. Yeah. Yeah, it's like around these areas.
Hmm. So I live near Liverpool, but I have lived in the past near London and Ipswich, Luton. But I have visited Cornwall as well. So when John was talking about Cornwall, that was like a big red flag for me.
Yeah, the top projects are in London area.
Yeah.
I'd say based on what I'm reading, okay, it's starting at age 5. The targeting, one, two, it's taking DNA, making clones out of it
Yeah.
from a base near where you live.
Yeah.
Let me see. Yeah.
So see the reserve centre on Liverpool side, directly opposite that is the shipping yard near where I live. So when I look out my window across the Mersey, I can see basically both of those things. Yeah. So that marine reserve centre there, when I remote
Right.
viewed into that a while ago, I felt like there was 5 levels underneath. And the ACIO basically said that there's a
Version.
polygon in Liverpool, an underground testing site that I'm linked to in other realms of existence.
All right. So like the base seems to interact with the river and
Yeah.
is underground, probably interacting with this Sefton Park.
Mm.
And that would just take your DNA and then put you back.
Yeah.
Then the DNA goes to be used to make clones, and that is sent to London.
Okay.
This is the top targeting thing for you, so I'm going to figure out why and what it is.
Yeah.
Oop, yep. Let me just make sure. Yep, getting stabbing pain. Okay, and what's that? It's death energy. Okay. So let's see why and who's behind that. And yeah, thanks for the free knives. Okay, it's closer. Looks like there's some. One, two. Yeah, it's not under a military base. It seems more close to being under this cathedral thing,
Okay.
St. Paul's Cathedral.
Mm.
Interesting. Okay, and then see what it does. Mhm. This is besides what I talked to you about already.
Yeah.
Going for what's targeting you because that is the most evidence that comes out.
Yeah.
What's this? No. Hmm. Do I have it on list? Maybe 1 second. It's a heart. Oh wait, it's a divine ability in accounting, and it's um. Okay. And what kind? Okay, does that go to physical? Yes. Okay, there's like some type of light portal that you're able to make that can do physical like transportation things
Oh,
that you're being targeted for, that the clones then being utilized for.
nice.
Now, yeah, I'm gonna start sending camouflage for that. So don't particularly see a super need for it, but you can. It might keep showing up depending on how much they want you for it. Light portal, and you're not in that, but in that timeline, you would be this clone of you. Not much on the planet. More strange. Why are you there? You're spending time on a moon of, I think, Uranus a
Okay.
lot. What are
Very
you
well.
doing?
My pen's ran out now. My nervous scribbling.
There's some. There's some type of alien technology in it that's really hard to find a way into. Uh, that they're utilizing different types of sonic tech or technology to try to penetrate into it. So they're utilizing you for that. Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Takes a while. Yeah, it's like years attempting to get into that thing. That's strange. Looks like it has psionic protection as well. Anyway, so there's that, but it seems to be worth it to them. Then next one, 90%. Why are they targeting you for that? One, two, anything else? There's a security system around the thing you're trying to penetrate into, and it's uh targeting you for that.
Okay.
Add some psionics. It seems very advanced, whatever it is. A lot of mystery around it, and when my scans come back unknown, uh, but it has high capability based on its output, and it seems alive. Okay. Okay. Where 70% is
I don't think I've ever
another
picked up on that. The only thing I pick up
or
on
go
these
ahead.
days is these pyramid ship things all the time now.
What'd you say? It's hard to hear you.
I've not picked up on that before. The only thing that I connect into at the moment is these black pyramids. I think they're Lyran pyramids, though.
Okay. So another a large percentage is also at H5. Ooh, I'm getting headaches from it. Okay, let's see what that is. But with the light portal thing, I'm reading you don't technically have to penetrate into it. The thing doesn't want people to, and it's not really, um, God, that's a interesting timeline, because I guess humanity is being a little selfish with their need to do that. So we can kind of figure out a solution for that, though. It's annoying. Okay, so at H5, the same thing that took you, also a clone. So another clone of you went to a different place. This is the US. Okay. Yeah, it's going to Washington again. Okay. So another clone of you there for what? Another divine ability. Third eye. That was
I'm getting pain on this one.
wow. The death that was being sent at me was from that orb, that a alien technology. Okay. Well, by the way, yeah, this is something different, but the head pressure from it,
Yeah.
and that would be some other dark. It's an a remote influencing energy, but also there. So your a clone of you is being taken for. Uh, it looks like remote assassination.
Yeah. So when I think of Washington, D.C., I'm always drawn to that monument, and my phone has just switched itself on now with the voice. Why? And but there's definitely tunnels, I think. Oh, I need to switch off my phone.
Oh yeah.
Something's picking up on my phone. That's really odd. Um, yeah, so something, an entry point definitely around that monument.
This video is coming out about the tunnels and different things that
Yeah,
have the sequences. Um. Anyway, yeah. So let's see where.
there's definitely, is there a Stargate there?
Uh, it's not really a Stargate. It's more of a hell po realm portal and prison.
Okay.
Um. Anyway, and a lot of the place of power that were here upped and moved
Yeah.
because it's uh so it's somewhere around here underground.
Um, okay.
And it's one about remote assassination. Okay, I'm gonna look how that works.
Okay.
That one you're spending most of the time on Earth.
I
Not
do have a
pretty
lot of
much.
clones that are assassins. I've had that.
Uh, very mind control one, but yes, uh, some like greater good kind of mind control.
And the
But
phrase, the
it's
phrase that
mostly
Jessica's
selfish.
used was, "My clones are great assassins because they don't have emotions." And I have emotions now. I'm not as bad as I was.
Well, that would be a programming thing, in its inception, but clones can have emotions. Um, okay, so yeah, that one. Let's
I just need to clear the
see.
energy.
Okay, so there's like a remote kind of influencing war between different countries. So the targeting you're getting is from the other countries that you're uh, up against with different people that are either remote assassins or remote protectors, that would sonically protect a person. So you're getting like 50 people attached to you from that, and all of that's bleeding over to you. So I also recommend on creating that one that I don't see almost any benefit in remote assassination, either clones or lifetimes temporal dilation because they're abusive and they cause you karma. So yeah, I'd put a bunch of camouflage around your ability in death authority, which needs to be the size of the galaxy, so we'll put camouflage around that. Then yeah, so those are clones. We're going through, I guess, things that
Okay.
as your body feels safer, you'll be able to unlock more awareness of what's taking you. Okay, next one. Nice. Five, two, one. Yep. One, two, three, four, five. Okay, we got five. Fair bit of targeting. Also age five. One, two, three, four, five. I think a bunch of them are coming from this age five thing. Okay,
Also,
so I'll kind of like go
can you have a look at Cuba?
Cuba.
Yeah.
I've looked at it. It's
Am
there's
I
not a
there?
lot of news coming out about Cuba, but there are military bases started there. There's a few crazy things on some of the islands around
Okay, because
going on.
I think
The
I'm definitely
zombie
there.
island. What'd you say?
I think I'm there. There's versions of me there.
Okay, I'll also go through how many clones I'm reading off yet. moment too. Okay, but or one, two, three, four. These targeting ones kind of need you to know what they are to fully uncreate them, I guess. So I'll kind of try to rapid paste this. Okay, so it's the same place, clone. Where are you continuing? Ooh, okay. Okay, this goes to what you're talking about.
Okay, cool.
Well, that's the H5 thing. I'm just gonna make sure. So it's like, is it New Zealand or okay? Nope, Australia. Okay.
I also spent time in Tasmania and New Zealand.
Alice Springs.
Okay, so there's a government facility there.
Yep. And you're going around. Well, let's see if I can
It's like a
no,
multi-facility.
pop up at all. What the hell? It took me to fucking stupid. Okay. Okay, so yeah. Any military there?
I think it's really vast underground.
Forces. At least it doesn't talk about it anyway.
The whole town knows what it is, but they don't know how deep it goes. Um, they don't know
Yes.
that there's all different programs running.
I got you. Let's try to hone it on where it is.
So there's something on that right blue dot. There's something around there as well. Um,
Oh wait, we're
yeah, over to the right hand side.
okay. These things.
Yeah, I'm
Is that
really drawn on the right hand side.
got you? Okay. Okay. Yeah, something to do with this ridge.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, what is it being there for? Divine abilities coming out a lot with you. Also,
So something underground there, isn't there?
I might have this listed. If not, I have to tune into a fresh.
hmm.
Boy, I could. It's a third eye thing, but it's not the vision.
You know what that feels like? It feels like a way station of like loads and loads of different um races are all passing through this junction or something. That's how it feels in my mind.
Conscious. Interesting. Um, and they're using you for ooh, that's an interesting ability. Okay, so I'm just making sure. Your so
What?
it's a state of consciousness, the divine state of consciousness. That when you enter it, uh, things around your radius heal spontaneously.
Okay.
very quickly. And it's to a rare degree, it looks like they're mostly using you to heal ETs that got wounded, like down grafts and stuff.
So
All
in my
right.
head, that looks like chambers, um, like pods, like stasis pods.
What?
When you say that in my mind, I get images of like stasis pods.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah. You're in some type of it's not like a big facility there. It's huge. Let me kind of give you kind of an example of how big this goes.
Yeah.
Mhm. I'd
I think
say
there's tunnels all over Australia coming back into that point, I think.
goes out to Wilra kind of thing and like down here. So this whole thing is a big complex of various things,
Yeah.
a lot of different structures, like networked together. So
Yeah.
there's a hospital thing,
Mhm.
um, represented where you'd be, um, which seems to be what they're using you for. Okay, that's not the worst thing ever, but I mean, it's not exactly. I mean, it's positive that you're healing ETs, but it's negative that they're taking ET crap down in the first place. Okay, well, we got a psychopathic government, whatever. So there's that. And then, oh yeah, what's targeting you from that? Um, there's one thing that would be like the ET. Is this okay? There's a ET that was brought to you that wasn't downed. It needed help. They needed like a miracle healing kind of thing. And that ET has an enemy in another race, and that one's targeting you. So I'll see what we can do about that.
Yeah.
There's a kind of it's kind of neutral, so you can if you want to get rid of that, it's up to you. Okay, next one. It's taken there. How many are in Australia? That would make it easier. One, two, three. Okay, three. Okay, so I'll go through that. Okay, so you got three around this area.
Okay.
Interesting. Okay, what's the other two used for? Heightened physical attributes is what the clone program is, and it goes to soldier, and that goes to more of a bodyguard is what it's being used for. So like hiding different physical traits like strength and stuff. Then this other one, uh, another divine ability. This one goes to What layer? This one's used in knowingness and precognition. So predicting future, and it's being used. Yeah, it's on the planet. It's being used by the base. It's like a team of you. Once again, information about the future, strategy, and being asked questions. Okay, so then I guess I could do that last one, and then I think we get unlocked another swatch of things. Yeah. As well as you can. And those are targeted for it's like opponents of that government. So we'll see if I can help resolve that too. So this one also to London. Okay, so it's under uh it's pretty deep underground. And find else. It's clone and else. Okay, what's the range? And that's being used for what? It's telekinesis, divine. Yeah, divine telekinesis. And oh, you're gone. You're getting sent somewhere else. Okay. Nope. Somewhere not in the solar system. You're getting sent in the past too. Anything else? Is it really that? And what are you? Who are you fighting for? Hmm. It's a war, and you're a soldier, and you're doing stuff for. Huh. I'll go into the big clone ones too, but I'm just making sure of this. Well, it looks like whose interest? It looks like some self-interest stuff. It's going to the Lyran being invaded by Draco war. It looks like more of a grab for resources than helping anyone out. Interesting. Okay. But that's, because it's the royal family. Okay. Then let's see what the clone homes is. I'd agree with you with the clone count. Okay, let's start resolving that because You don't want that many clones, right?
No, I definitely don't want that many Horcruxes. Thank you.
Right. Yeah. So I'll help you get rid of those.
Because they're all draining me, right?
Right. And a lot of them are, not useful to you or the light forces.
Yeah.
So let's see.
If I could make them light, my own little army, then that'd be great. But you know,
Right. So we'll whittle it down first to prevent DNA from falling in the wrong hands. Let's see what we can do. A lot. Ooh, yeah, that's a lot. Okay. So that was. Yeah, we can get it down to 100 all in one swap. I'm gonna see how that happened.
just 100
Okay, where are
or
you at 8?
100 million.
No, down to 100 clones.
Okay. Well, that'd be amazing.
So where are you at 8 years old?
I'm still here.
Okay, okay, so yeah, so let's see how this goes. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Although there
4.
was at 8, I did go to Plymouth. There was a trip to Plymouth, and something happened on that trip that I don't remember. Again, that's bottom of the country stuff.
Okay, well, let's see, 5, 4, 3, 2. Yeah, it might be a different base nearby wherever you were that got triggered to become aware of you, and then DNA was taken from you up there and then sent to London again, and then let's see. Interesting. It's like something under Big Ben. Interesting. Huh. Okay. Then one, two other bases. So then they take your DNA. When is it split off? Um, how much? Split off a bit there. So there might be, well, we might come back to this and see what it is, what else the DNA is being used for. But one introduction that would be going to the big number is going off planet. Okay, what's that going to? Yeah. It looks like a Draco base in the asteroid belt. And then, yeah, so that number would come from the Draco. What they use you for is multiple purposes. Um, yeah, this isn't really a nice subject, but I'm just telling you what I'm reading.
Okay, let's just do it.
Yeah, they'd be attempting to use your clones as food. Not like
I knew
mining,
you
but
were going to say that. As soon as you said it, I knew you were going to say that. So does that mean that that soul essence, I can call that back?
yeah, we're gonna prevent that back in time.
Yeah,
Um, and then make a trap out of it because they're fucking with you.
yeah.
Mm.
Okay. And yeah.
Yeah, and then like some other not so nice stuff that they're doing to you. And
Okay.
then some magic rituals to influence your soul and try to tap deeper into it. Okay. So that's yeah, that. So we're gonna yeah, get rid of most of those. So that gets it down to 100. See if it can go further down. Yes, it can go down to 30. So 70 in a swash are going from also H8, also to the Big Ben. I wonder if yeah, fucker, Big Ben, man. What the hell is wrong with you? So there might be something going down underground that
So
this is a
there's
marker stone for.
the
I wonder if
tube.
there's like symbology around it for like a DNA trade or something.
Yeah, there's a tube station right there. So there's underground tunnels under Big Ben. You literally come out and you're looking right at it when you get off the tube. So, and you're right on the river. Um, I was there a few years back.
Interesting. Okay. So yeah, then that goes where also off planet, Jupiter,
Getting chills now.
the Jupiter Trading Commerce Treaty Station. And where's my I don't know. Where I had the ability to bring up planets before. Whatever. Okay, then yeah, it's one, two, three, four, six. There's a shady operation, not the whole place, but like in certain places of trade going on there as well. Yeah, there's definitely neutral. So we got light, dark, and neutral there
I got
trading.
like cyborgs of me over there.
There's okay, so there's a trade that already went on, and you meet the requirements for a trade with another race. Let's see what this is. It's not a well-known species, I guess. I'm not seeing it come up in my archives. Yeah, got some interesting tech. What are they trading your DNA for? Some ship tech. There's like some access to different
Star Wars.
points in space. Okay, so they're trading that for like, oh, you're why? I mean, yeah, just your DNA. Well, okay. So what are they using it for? Is it okay? It's less harsh on you for whatever reason. Let's see why. So 70 clones of you for what? Ability, divine ability, and
Getting something.
um, hmm. This is a Billy, I haven't translated this. So, time. Yes. And what are they using it for? One thing. Going back. The planet they have. Interesting. This is for is it like that? Okay. Interesting story. So they have like some type of fountain of youth thing on their planet. And their society is a little bit getting corrupted by invading spiritual forces. And there's like a thing where the the spring of water and its spirit and authorities don't exactly want to keep supplying them with long life if they keep going down the trajectory they're going. So it's like with the elite, I believe, on that planet. And so they would just die off, and then hopefully the newer um, iterations of their society will act more correctly. Now, is that fully aware? No. Okay. Okay. So they're keeping the fountain of youth secret too, and then also for themselves. So they seem to be. You have like some type of make shit happen, make things real, make things flow kind of ability, and they're using like 70 of you, and then having you keep the fountain flowing, kind of like that. Now, yeah, you don't need to have that, and it doesn't benefit you at all. So, yeah, we can prevent that. Then, and it's mostly just camouflaging ability. Then down from 30 to nope. It says that your 30 remaining clones have us fairly okay purpose. On or what?
Where are they?
Yeah, let's see. It's going from that age 8 on planet. They're kept on planet. Um, kept in. Yep, one area. One, one place has them. Why?
Can you go south and look at Croydon? Because I know there is a version of me there because people use,
Rodent?
yeah, it's just south of London to the right of
Uh,
it somewhere. Yeah,
what about it?
there are clones of me living there because people have told me you work in this nightclub, and I'm like, no, I do not. Um, to the right more and
So
down.
like clones get shifted all the time as you heal and you purify.
There's some in real society just living like orphan black.
Right. If it's a dark thing, then your higher spirit, as you heal and upgrade, will want to pull back from it. I read you
Yeah.
had one previously and you released that from needing to exist.
Okay.
Okay. Now you got a bunch of remaining clones, like 30 of them under. So there's a big complex under Buckingham Palace.
Yikes.
Pretty deep though. Now why? Ooh, a bunch of things.
That's really dark stuff.
Okay, and you were uh, they're not abusing these ones.
Is it a research facility?
It's deep, so there's a lot of complexes. So I'm not sure which each level is, but there are dark levels. Um, it's not always as you go down, the darker it gets. Some places it is,
Yeah.
mostly to just cover it up. I'm reading all of them are going into combat things. So let's see. Yeah, one thing. Well, you're going into the future.
Can you tune in and see if we've got Draco's clones there as well?
What?
Because me and Draco are meant to be partnered on that. So it's likely he's got some in the same facility.
Who?
Draco Reed.
Yeah, okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, that's so you're going so you're being taken into the future, like it's like colonies of Earth.
Off planet.
Yeah. What'd you say?
Are they off planet, these colonies?
Yeah, off planet,
Where are
off
they?
solar system, especially around one particular area that's being invaded by aliens.
Is it the Dark Fleet stuff?
It's like giant centipedes is it's being invaded by and like an insectoid race. That's pretty dark.
That's really weird.
Uh you're protecting a colony, so it's at least positive to the colony and the
Yeah.
expansionists. So which is why it seems to be locked in as like you wanting to do it, and it helps the timeline. If the war is able to be prevented in another way, you don't need those clones. Now, that being said, that it's calling this too, but now I think we're allowed to look at other things. I'll see what that is. Did that open up now? 8, 9, 10, cool. Okay, what? Okay, I can talk about the physical ones. Okay. One of them. I can talk about one physical one. Okay, well. Okay, this one. Let's see where this war is, though.
I'm getting hit at the back of the head now.
Okay, it's in Cancer constellation M44. I think that's the Beehive Nebula, but I'm not sure. But it's in the one in the nebula in Cancer. So there's like a colony there, and you're fighting off some insectoids.
I need some help, please.
What are you?
I feel like I'm gonna throw up.
Okay, sending, clearing, and healing. Now, I'm gonna. Oh yeah, it has to do with the new thing. So yeah, you're now ready for this, but it's still not the funnest thing that's going on because you wanted to go into my lab. So let's see what you need. I recommend holding your palm chakras and breathing deeply, and then holding the area that hurts as well as your heart. So it's your head. Yeah, yeah, there will be things.
I'm getting fried at the back.
Yeah, let's see what it is. Anything else? It's a handler, psionic. So when you're experiencing that, it's psionic handler that has some energy technologies that are amplifying their abilities. So that makes it easier because then you can counter the handler, okay?
Okay.
Let's see how evil they are. Yeah. So they stole a bunch of stuff from people, like 10,000 people with different abilities. Wow. And their orc field of stolen stuff is the size of the galaxy. So see your higher self hug around that, get bigger in it, and loving, overwhelm, neutering. Let's see what we got. You capture a lot of abilities that are entangling with you. They're now yours. The ones coming at you. It's like the intention to get you to stop, which also includes mostly shadow energy and ego energy. So you're gonna take those down, and you can also hold your once your head's not feeling that bad, hold your solar plexus where your ego is, and then your root chakra where the shadow is. And since that's most of the energy being sent at you, you can heal those bodies, and then they will. Then it's like all the authority and abilities that are being used against you are now yours. And then you amplify those places. Let's see. Yeah. And you make their stars brighter and to where it burns with love and gratitude and spreads the
Okay.
flame
I know you say
fast.
all that, but I still find it really tricky.
Yeah, no problem. Just have faith in your source that centers in your
Yeah,
heart to do all this. To where you're cultivating love, faith, and gratitude to make your source bigger and stronger than the thing,
I'm gonna get
because
my
it's the
drum.
fuel for it. Love, faith, and gratitude is the fuel. Oh, okay. Then yeah, the love and the gratitude will make the flame spread to whatever's attached to you and then engulf it and then liberate it because it's now yours. And also purify it. So let's track that back to the handler. Uh, Maybe go back. Did it again, damn it. Okay. Liverpool, whatever. Uh,
Woo. Okay.
Okay, so it's like near under one, two, three levels ground under the Army Bay Career Center.
Yeah. So on my side, so I'm on the Birkenhead side, which is giving away my location, but I'm like a veteran SSB now, so everyone knows where I live anyway. Um, there's a shipping yard opposite that military base.
You don't have to say it. More, more about
Well, it's
it.
pretty
Okay, so we
obvious.
got that.
Um,
Um,
so
okay, so
I'm
yeah, so
the
we're
things
we're
this far.
neutering the handler so that we're shrinking down that big ball the size of the galaxy down to nothing. And
Okay.
all their authority goes away. And then you get stronger and more immune to that kind of thing. So just anytime that happens, it's mostly it
Yeah.
looks like it's going to be mostly psionic, though you can overload it if it's mechanical. Now, why they're targeting you when they became aware of you, let's start looking at that. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, where are you at age 15?
Yeah, I was still in the same location where I am now. I didn't move
Looks
away
like
until I was 18.
got you. Looks like you're okay. So at age 15, you're being targeted. One's moving at 19. Yep.
15, I think there was a trip to Ireland.
Cool.
Um, yeah, which was a strange trip as well.
Okay, and it does look like a physical kind of abduction. Mm, temporal dilation. What form?
At 15, I was getting suicide thoughts. I'm allowed to say that.
Well, you get a handler that as soon as we started talking about this, it triggered, so makes sense. Combat. Yeah, else. Yeah. Ooh. Hmm. Huh. Okay, so it looks like you were trained in martial arts and qigong and qi manipulation, and then to the point where it's like you can. Have you seen that one punch kill?
Mm,
Where that
yeah,
guy like would kill like 50 bulls and he killed somebody in demonstration. Yeah, so that looks like what you were trained to do.
awesome.
And it's like a very fiery chi. And it's a little electrical, and you were able to do some other stuff, a lot of physical body amplification stuff, a little telekinesis, but it went into like making you a weapon.
Okay.
So that seems, and that's a physical body one, so that's not a clone. And yeah, then temporal dilated back into your form.
So that's
You would
original
think
me. Okay, that's cool. I
one,
still
two,
think I
three,
am original me.
7, 8, 9, 10. Ooh, one. You're a pretty good asset, apparently. One, two, to the point where they kept you over 100 years for different things
Yeah.
and regressed you in age like twice. Where are you?
I was told by the ACIO that my original birth was 1920.
You're not a you're not on a planet most of the time. You're not in the solar system most of the time. I gotta look again.
Where am I?
You're in Libra.
Libra.
Yes, well, you're being used as a super soldier, and you're also protecting a colony there.
So that's physical asset, not just scientist, because I have a lot of scientist aspect.
Yeah, these are just the ones that I'm allowed to talk about in an order because it's
Okay.
like that thing you just experienced where you just got attacked. That's what I'm trying to avoid.
Okay. Thank you.
Because apparently, if I do a different order, it'll be worse.
Yeah.
So
Still
just so you,
burn. I've still got a burn on the back of my head, but it's not as bad as it was.
how are you feeling?
I'm
Is it
okay.
lightning?
Just solar plexus has been like sore this whole time. And then
Yes.
that was just overwhelming. When I know I'm gonna burst into tears, then I know that's definitely something going on. And
Yeah,
Maybe.
so yeah, you're getting handled for that. So just I would say meditate after this and go within and see if visions come up
Yeah,
and the emotions, and then yeah, you want to clear your solar plexus especially,
yeah,
and anywhere pain comes up, your head, and get rid of anywhere attachments coming at, and
yeah,
then use it as a trap to take down the handler that's fucking with you. And then if you take down enough handlers, they'll up you in the list of not fuck with. But or in the meantime,
yeah,
they'll send a bigger, more capable handlers. So just keep getting to a point where they don't have the handlers to do that. And then yeah, you should be good. Um, yeah, so I hope that all helps. You
yeah. That was great. Thank you. There's a lot of weird shit there. Thank you.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, this stuff is real. It's like I deal with this all the time. And it's like, and
yeah,
you challenge it, you force remember it, you know, go into it, things will react and they don't like it. They
yeah,
don't want you to, but fuck them. You're allowed to. Um,
yeah,
then you get your power back because they're like vampires.
yeah.
Then
I'm getting a lot more recall than the last time we did this in person. I had so much recall come in the last 3 months.
yeah,
Yeah, but I've been working
well,
with Christy as well, and she's been really helpful. When we get together, we can amplify and make it make sense. Yeah,
yeah.
cool.
So yeah, I hope you feel better and let me know how things go.
It collapsed on my bed now. Just like right there. I'm just gonna collapse. Yeah, I'll check in with you tomorrow. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, and I'll try to upload this soon and stuff. And yeah, you can upload yours. Uh, yeah, and some people to the show. Yeah, if you're interested in these type of readings and remembering who you are, and a secret space program, military abduction, getting unlocked your dormant abilities and suppressed abilities, and retaking them back, getting rid of handling, getting rid of target individuals, I can help you guys clear this stuff and make it so your life is a wonderful adventure and you find out more about the truth of reality, aliens, what's going on with you, who you are, what you came here to do, some rare stuff that you're known for, and then bring where you can help the planet and get stronger as Psionic League emergent species as we take back our power and stop these parasites from fucking with us. And yeah, I can read people in this also. Let me know if you want that, and I can do a reading for you. Go to sonically.com, reach me. Yeah, so thank you everyone. Have a wonderful day. See you all later. Cool. Go ahead and stop recording.